Hi everyone, welcome to Nina Cucina. Today I'm going to teach you one of the basics of cooking, how to core a pear from the bottom. I just love poached pears, but they have to be cored because they have to be presented whole and beautiful. It's actually a very simple process, it just sounds complicated. So let's get started. Now to get started with coring this pear, what I'm going to do is I am just going to slice off the bottom a little bit, because when I want poach my pears, what I want them to be able to stand up nice and straight without going wiggle wobble like the rest of these are going to do. So let's just start there. Now I've got some tools here I want to show you. I've got a grapefruit knife, and this is a grapefruit spoon, and this is actually a corer. Now this is a nice fancy one. I bought it because I love kitchen gadgets. You actually don't need one of these. If you don't have it, a grapefruit spoon and grapefruit knife work perfectly well. In fact, that's what I started with when I started coring pears, and that's what I seem to continue with even though I have my fancy corer. Okay, all you're going to do now that you've got this cut off is you are going to run your grapefruit knife around the center of the core here. You can see just a little itty bitty dot right here, and that is your center of your core. Now just be very careful not to go all the way down to the end of the pear, but I just like to do a little bit. There comes out a little bit, and I'm just going to dump that in my garbage bowl, and then you just go a little bit farther, going carefully, and you can make your hole a little wider as you go along. You just have to keep your knife moving, and you'll be able to hear, I'm sure you can't hear it on film, but I can hear crunch, 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 and that's the core coming out. You know, I'm cutting actually through it and around it. Now it's really nice to do this because when you present poached pears and they're whole, it's a gorgeous, dramatic presentation, and it's a very simple, and actually it's a pretty nutritious dish. But you don't want your guests running into seed. That's just really no fun, having people spit out seeds at your dinner table because their pears aren't well cored. Now, I've got most of it out with the knife. One little seed there. Now I'm just going to continue with my spoon just to get the rest of the little itty bitty seeds out. I can see them down in there. This works just perfectly. Scrape, give it a good scrape, and there you have it. It's totally empty, there are no seeds, and it stands just beautifully. That's how simple it is to core a pear from the bottom.